Good morning, my fellow practitioners. Another day to work our breath, move our prana, learn a little bit more about the interior. How many days can we keep doing this? Every single day. I mean, how many days will I keep doing this every day pranayama video? Oh, certainly for the next couple of months, probably into 2021, and then we can reassess where we are, right? All right. Vajra Pradama Mudra. You interlock your fingers, right, but you don't close the palms. You touch your thumb tips together. Vajra Pradama, unshakable confidence. As we go ahead, each one of us is developing resilience, learning how to stand on our own, be interdependent, not just independent or dependent, but at the same time, from the yogic point of view, being able to cultivate silence and stillness and appreciate your alone time, your private time, time to reset. And one of my stock phrases is you have to turn the desert of loneliness into the garden of solitude and do some really good work there. All right, we're doing Pratiloma today. So just like yesterday, I'm going to let you be on your own, and I'm going to remind you with 3-minute intervals to switch from the open nostril technique to the narrowed nostril technique, first on the inhale, and then the narrowed nostril technique on the exhale, and then narrowed nostrils both on the inhale and exhales. Now in Pratiloma, it's alternate nostril inhale and then open nostril exhale. So I'll guide you through the first one, and then you'll be on your own. Take a few restorative breaths. Close your eyes. Settle in. Find your plumb line. Where are you today? What's going on? What are you bringing to the practice? And then as you exhale, you raise your hand. Now, block your left, open the right nostril, and breathe in. Viloma 1. Interrupted. Breathe in. Wait. Breathe in. Wait. Breathe in. Wait. Just 3 at the beginning. Open both nostrils. Exhale. Wait. Viloma 2. Exhale. Wait. Exhale. Wait. Block the right. Open the left. Inhale. Wait. Inhale. Wait. Inhale. Wait. Open both nostrils. Exhale. Relax your hand and restorative breathing. All right, so you're on your own. You interrupt the inhale through alternate nostrils. You interrupt the exhale through both nostrils for a few minutes. So incorporate your senses and everything you're doing, turn them within. This teaches you how to be goal-oriented and how to move your attention away from being distracted into focus. Focus on what you're doing. At the beginning, maybe only 3 sips of breath in. Gradually, you might go to 4. Some of you might even go 5, but normally 3 to 4 is plenty for beginning and continuing students. Make the breath smooth, make the breath noiseless, and see how the right and the left sides work similarly or slightly different, and how do you, with the manipulation of your digital control, make them the same. Scripture prescribes meditation for every aspirant who's interested in self-realization. If you're going to fulfill the requirement from listening, then pondering, and then acting on what the scripture says, it says, at peace and self-controlled. That is a quote from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So everything you're doing with a modicum of calmness, equanimity, peacefulness. All right, so the first cycle in the 4 rounds is open right nostril, interrupted inhale, open both nostrils, interrupted exhale, open left nostril, interrupted inhale, open both nostrils, interrupted exhale, and a restorative breath in between. Now you're going to finish the next cycle you're on, and don't hurry it. And then when you do your next restorative breath, the next cycle, the second round, will be open right nostril, interrupted breath, partially close both nostrils, interrupted exhale. Block the right, open the left nostril, interrupted inhale, 3 or 4 cycles. Narrow both nostrils, interrupted exhale. Okay, so work that for the next minute or two. Alternate nostrils are open, interrupted inhale, both nostrils partially closed, interrupted exhale. Now, yoga and all its related disciplines are fascinating, especially asana and pranayama. There's so much variation, so much to learn, but as time passes, you realize you can't learn them that easily or quickly. Actually, pretty difficult to master, let alone move. And it's tedious, repetitive, sometimes boring. It takes a really long time, so progress is slow. That's why you have to understand what you're doing, have faith, put energy into it, sustain it during the times when you're not as motivated. But one of the great benefits about doing that is that induced and imposed practices fall away. Those kind of disciplines are at an end now. No one's making you do anything. And then the natural, intrinsic urge to turn within on the spiritual quest starts to blossom. So keep the faith going. All right, so second round. Remember, at your own pace, right nostril open, interrupted inhale, both nostrils partially closed, interrupted exhale. Then left nostril open, interrupted inhale, both nostrils partially closed, interrupted exhale. Do that for another cycle or so. Every time we practice, we're getting an opportunity to understand that if you relax the body, you still have to keep the mind alert and not let the body go into a tamasic state of dullness or sleepiness or distraction, carelessness, heedlessness, negligence, whatever word you want to use. All right, finish off the round you're working on. Re-energize your pose. Drop those shoulders down away from your ears. Make sure that your perineum's absolutely centered directly underneath the crown of your head. And then the third cycle is going to be partially closed right nostril inhale, interrupted. Both nostrils open, exhale, interrupted. Block the right, partially closed left nostril, interrupted inhale. Both nostrils open, interrupted exhale. All right? So on your own, I'll do this round with you. Exhale your breath. Raise the hand. Block the left. Partially close the right. Inhale. Wait. Inhale. Wait. Inhale. Wait. Open both nostrils. Exhale. Wait. Exhale. Wait. Exhale. Wait. Block the right. Partially close the left. Inhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. You got any more? Inhale. Pause. Open both nostrils. Exhale. Wait. Exhale. Wait. Exhale. Wait. Drop your hand. Restorative breathing. All right, you're on your own. Take as little or as many restorative breaths as you need. Quietness is the master of the deed. And then at your own pace, partially close right nostril, Viloma 1 inhale, open both nostrils, Viloma 2 exhale, partially closed left nostril inhale, interrupted, both nostrils open, exhale, interrupted. Continuing to retract and withdraw, sever your sense connection to the outside world. No bridges of communication outwards, go inside. It's often pictured as a tortoise pulling its limbs and head into its shell. Go into your yoga cocoon. And then fill from the base to the brim. Fill your own chest vessel from the bottom to the top. Remember, the intervals between the breaths in any Viloma technique are the same. You breathe in a second, pause for a second. Breathe out for a second, pause for a second. Breathe in 2 seconds, pause for 2 seconds. Breathe out 2 seconds, pause for 2 seconds. Until you're able to learn your own rhythm and capacity and adjust accordingly. All right, finish the round that you're working on, and then you can do one more round of the partially closed nostrils, interrupted inhale, alternate them, and open both nostrils, interrupted exhale. Then go into your restorative breathing. Now the final cycle is narrowed nostrils on both cycles. I'll do the first round with you, and then you'll be off on your own for the next minute or so. Exhale your breath. Reestablish your posture. Raise your hand. Block the left, narrow the right. Breathe in. Wait. Breathe in. Wait. Breathe in. Wait. Now narrow both nostrils as you exhale. Stop. Exhale. Stop. Exhale. Stop. Block the right. Narrow the left. Inhale. Wait. Inhale. Wait. Inhale. Wait. Narrow both nostrils and exhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Relax and restore the breath. Right, you're on your own. Again, make a transition with the next restorative breath so your nervous system knows you're about to begin a new cycle. And working smoothly, skillful means yoga, karmasu kasalam. Yoga is skill in action. How smoothly can you make the transitions? But pay attention now that the nostrils are narrowed. The breath flow is going to be different. So search the skin in each area of your body and find that. Is it moving the same in the front and the back, on the right or the left side? And adjust accordingly. As always, most important is that you work within your own capacity. You find your rhythm. You find harmony within yourself. You're not trying to compete with anybody, compare yourself to anybody. As it says in the Gita, better one's own dharma done poorly than another's done well. So just be yourself, do your best. You will improve with time, especially if you devote some time to the practice. So remember, in Pratiloma, the inhale is usually longer than the exhale. And so you want to make sure that you're including that awareness in the interrupted inhale and interrupted exhale cycles. All right, finish the cycle that you're working on. So that means interrupted inhale through the right nostril, partially closed, partially close both nostrils on the exhale, and then the interrupted inhale through the partially closed left nostril, and you finish it off with the interrupted exhale through both nostrils partially closed. Once you do that, you can drop your hand back down and do a few restorative breaths till you feel like you're returning yourself to metabolic normalcy. And then when you're there, you're going to keep your eyes closed. You're going to raise your head up on your spine. Take a moment to pause. And you're going to raise your head up. Open your eyes. So as you go on about the day, I hope that for you, life is good, but it's always good to remember, la vie est dure, as the French say. Life is hard. Life is tough for so many people. And if you're experiencing any benefits, be grateful. Attitude of gratitude brings so much more into your life. Then remember that anything you want to become, you get good at what you practice. What are you practicing? Whatever you practice, you become. And if you study the lives of people who represent success or achievement or happiness in the field that you're interested, study their life. I don't want to make you think that's it's just as simple as that. But certainly without the work, you can't become a cook unless you practice recipes, or you can't become a doctor unless you practice medicine. You can't become a yogi unless you practice the postures and the breathing and the meditation and the ethics and so forth. But it isn't just that simple. But without that, almost impossible to happen. It just doesn't luck into your life and drop into your lap. Preparation, they say luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So you do your part and you'll be creating a break for yourself. And then, of course, applying yourself with vigor. Do it like there's no tomorrow, especially if it's your joy. It's not a job, it's your path, it's your marga, it's your dharma. And that'll keep you afloat, and you'll be able to radiate excitement, interest, enthusiasm, allure, just because that's what you're feeling, and then it will spill over to other people, and you'll see how your life will improve and how you'll also attract people to help and assist you in living your Dharma and making the world a better place. Peace be with you. See you tomorrow.